Hello, hello, and welcome to this week's episode of The Hard Choice. My name is Brad Draper. I am your host, and I am so grateful you are here. I'm grateful that you took your time, your precious time. I say this every week. It's almost like if you listen to these episodes back to back, it's probably redundant, but it's truth. It's fact. I am truly grateful that you chose to take your time, your allotted time, that asset, the most precious asset you will never own, and place it on me, to listen to me, to listen to these analogies and these stories and how you can show up today, how you can take that simple step and show up today. So often we get stuck in these situations where we just habitually do the same thing, right? We get up, we get ready, we go to work, we go home, we relax, we go to bed, we get up, we get ready. See what I'm saying? We do these habitual things and don't have intention with our actions. It's okay to do the same thing every day with intention. And is it bringing you towards your goal? Is it taking you one step down the path? Is it tempering you? As I always say, right? Action precedes action. Where you focus, you find. And one thing I want to talk about today, the title of the episode is Opportunities. What opportunities are you taking each and every day? They come up and they go. They flow through your life like water. These opportunities to do something, to grow, to decay, resourceful, unresourceful, we have choice. And we make a decision based off of those choices. And that decision ultimately decides the trajectory of your life. But are you consciously taking those opportunities with the intention of growth? I had an opportunity last week. I was out on a bike ride with my sons, pulling them, and they're not light. About 70-pound wagon behind me. It's a trailer behind my bike. My bike weighs like 15 pounds. So, imbalance there. But I was doing my normal bike ride loop. A ride that I chose to do, right? It was the day that I normally ride my bike, but I was with my sons. So I had a choice. Stay home because it's a much more difficult bike ride if I have them in the wagon behind me, or get on the ride. So I chose to get on the ride. I took the opportunity to have a little bit of a test day, to work a little bit harder than I would originally have planned. And that's okay. I could have chose decay that day. I could have chose to stay home and walk on the treadmill. I could have chose to push them in the stroller around the neighborhood. But I chose to go on my bike ride and to pull them and to work a little bit harder. Those things of temperance, right? Pushing further, yeah, and to become more by choice. So I'm on this ride. And there was a windstorm the night before, like a brutal microburst. And on the trail, a tree fell over. A full-size tree fell over. And there was a little spot on the edge of the trail where I was able to squeak past with the trailer. And I went around and I had a random thought. You should probably turn around and clean that tree up. And my immediate thought, like most people, okay, how about I just keep on riding? Because I have my boys, I have a timed ride. I got like 14 miles to accomplish. I still need energy for my ride. I don't have enough water. I'm in the wrong clothes. I have my clip shoes on for my bike, so I can't even stand straight. All these different excuses came up. So I kept pedaling. And then the thought came again. Turn around and clean up the tree. Okay, I'm going to turn around and clean up the tree. So I went to turn my bike around. It's a pretty tight turn on this trail. It's dirt on both sides. It's a trail tightness that I've turned around before, but without a trailer. And I had the thought, you probably should unclip your pedals because the chances of falling over, because that trailer is 70 pounds, is really, really high. Well, I was being lazy, and I chose to stay clipped in. I decided to take the challenge on. What happened? I turned my wheel. I was almost there, and my wheel hit mud, and it slipped, and I went down. I'm sure it was amusing to my sons. Negligence and laziness brought difficulty. I had the opportunity to unclip. I did not take that opportunity. I stayed clipped in because I decided to be lazy and take the challenge of, can I do this without unclipping? It's not difficult to unclip. In fact, it probably would have been faster. But I stayed clipped in and I went down. Where in your life does laziness bring difficulty? I want you right now to think, pause this episode, and think, where in my life am I being lazy? And that laziness has brought difficulty. I really want you to ponder on that right now, in the coming days, over the next week until the next episode comes out. Ponder where you're being lazy and where difficulty ensues because of that laziness. There is that in your life, I promise you. I promise you. There is difficulty in your life that if you wonder where it's coming from, if you dug deep and took accountability, you were the problem and it was your laziness that caused it. Quit being lazy. That's your sign. On my way to the tree, I get to the tree and these branches are like thick. They're like 1, 2, 3 plus inches thick. But because of the wind blowing the tree side to side from the wind before, the night before, there was a bunch of stress fractures. I was able to break the branches. I tried pushing the tree, it didn't work. It's a full-size tree. But I started breaking each branch and then throwing them off the trail. I cleared the entire tree except for the trunk, about that big around. I tried breaking it, didn't work. So I just left that little piece barely into the trail. I cleaned up as much as I possibly could. And I took that opportunity to teach my sons that don't ever say something is not your job, because if you have the opportunity to make a space better, it is your job. It is your job to make your environment better. It is your job to make every moment you have been in better than when you found it. It is your job. So we continue on my bike ride. And we're getting towards the end of the run, about 2 miles or so away from home. And I saw a lady picking up couch cushions, like outdoor couch cushions, off the grass. It was windy the night before, and the lawn furniture went all over the grass. And I passed her, and I noticed. And then I had the thought, you should probably turn your bike around and see if she needs help. And I had the immediate thought thereafter, okay, I have the wrong shoes on. It's kind of muddy. I won't be able to get in my clips and won't be able to get home if I get these shoes muddy because the mud will clog my clips. I'm in the wrong clothes. So many excuses. Had the thought again. You should turn the bike around and see if she needs help. Okay, turn the bike around. Turn around, and I see that she's gathering the pillows. And then was putting them on the chair. She gathered all the pillows. So I said, oh, she's got them all done. Awesome. So I turned my bike around and continued on my trail, on my trek home. Thought again, turn around and see if she needs help. Okay. So I flip the bike around again and start towards her again. And I see this woman then get in her car and drive away. It dawned on me. This woman was passing by and helping a fellow neighbor. It wasn't her house. She didn't live there. She just saw a need and made the space better. The same lesson I had just taught my sons. It's not my job to pick up those pillows. It's not my house. Somebody else will do it. The homeowner will do it. No. She pulled over and she cleaned up someone else's lawn? Where in your life do you have opportunity to bless others and then you don't take it? Even more sad, how many opportunities come past your life and you don't even see them because you do not exercise the muscle of choice and decision when opportunities arise. I was blessed to witness this woman serving her fellow neighbor because I turned around. We are asked to do things, not always for an outcome, but sometimes purely to see if we will do them. There's not always a reason outside of just to see if you will do it. Will you answer the call? Will you get your reps in? Will you heed the opportunity to do whatever it is? To make your wife a sandwich, to make dinner, to make your kids cereal, to mop the floor, to clean the countertop, to wash the car, sweep the driveway after you mowed it. You can even use a leaf blower. To do a little more. Because as you exercise these opportunities, as they come your way, more opportunities will be seen. But the more times you step over those opportunities, the less you'll see them. You see, it's not about, I will do the opportunity when it's a big opportunity that matters. It's the little ones that matter. Because taking the little opportunities as they come ensures you will see and have the fortitude for the big opportunities. So what happens? What happens in your life? If you just continue on your merry way, doing your own thing, it's somebody else's job. Somebody else will do it. They have the initiative, not me. What happens? You miss more opportunities. Opportunities will not present themselves to you because they don't trust you. More importantly, opportunities with your kids, with your wife, with your family, with your job will not choose you because they don't trust you. I want you to think about that one. The next time you have an opportunity to do something, to bless someone, to accomplish, to do one more, to clean the weight rack at the gym, to walk up to somebody and give them a high five and say, I'm proud of you, for being here, for showing up. You never know if you just saved that person's life. But the next time an opportunity presents itself, take it. And then continue to take the opportunities to fortify and build this muscle, because it is a muscle. And if you don't exercise it, it will rot away. It will decay. You need to take action. I hope this concept is sticking with you. Action precedes action, and where you focus, you find. Because it's the premise of all things, right? It's what moves the needle forward. It's what builds you as a man. It's taking the action and doing something with it. No one ever became great by sitting on the couch playing video games, eating potato chips. Ever. I mean, there are people out there that play games and make a lot of money playing games, and they're great leaders. I can think of a few. I have a few friends that run companies that do that. But they do more outside of that computer screen. A lot more. And they're actually pretty fit people too. Because they take care of their body. They take care of their mind. So, action precedes action. You need to take action and take these opportunities that present themselves to you and act on them. And the smallest ones are the most important. Those are the testers. Those are the little bobbers, the temperature gauges, to see if you will act. And if you don't, the bigger ones will never come. And if they do come, you won't even see them. And how sad is that? That is what I've got for you today. I am grateful for you. I love you. I hope you understand my level of gratitude for you in listening, in acting, and how proud I am of you. If no one tells you today, I'm telling you, I am proud of you. Let's have a conversation. Let's communicate. Reach out to me. Comment on YouTube. Comment on Instagram. Leave me a review. Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, wherever you listen to this. Leave me a review. Continue this conversation with your friends and family, your loved ones, those people you hold dear. It is with this conversation that you grow. Give me a follow on Instagram. As always, my handle is Mr. Brad Draper. It's my handle on Instagram. That's my YouTube channel. That's how you're going to find me. Until next week, I love you guys. Bye.